There are no saves, there are no passwords. You have to get good. This is the original Get Good video game. Damn it. Oh, frick. Frick! There we go, we got one. I'm pretty sure I got a point free man there last time, exactly right there. I don't like you very much. I'm leaving. Oh dear. Yeah, you yeah. Frick! This is harder than it looks to juggle those birds. Really a lot harder than it looks. Nice. Not nice. Oh, I see what's going on. Oh. I have a short controller because it's the one of the NES Dogbone controllers, the Famicom Dogbone controllers, I guess. They're very short cords, just like the Super Famicom controller, and I just get a little tug thing. I'm just tugging on it a little bit. Yeah. The game barely started playing as it was. So I just gotta be really careful with the controller, that's all. I might try to reseat the cart later, but yeah, I gotta be careful. I mean, it's not the controller, it's just the cart. The cart is very, very, I had trouble starting it to begin with. So, like if you were here last week. But you know how NESs are. Like, that's actually a pretty normal thing, to be honest. For NES carts to kind of... Why are you still trying to tug the fly that's 20 freaking yards away from you, you idiot? Well, no, they never really sat into the NES very stable to begin with. You know, the NES does not have a very stable seating of the cart. And it never has. Wow. Alright, I'm actually just gonna reset that. The battery died? It has nothing to do with it. It has to do with the cart being seated into the NES. Period. It has nothing to do with the battery. It's just the way the NES has always been. It's always just, like, think about it. How many times did you have to pop the cart out of your NES and blow on it just because it wasn't seated perfectly? That's all it was. It just wasn't seated perfectly. Exactly. It's very easy to dislodge an NES cart. They kind of just wobble there. I also have a top loader, which also makes it a little bit more of a precarious situation. But the cart itself is also very unstable to begin with, so we'll get it. It's honestly not a problem. I was just being a little wild with the control, that's all. Well, it's always been working. I can't jostle the controller around. Thankfully, I'm not the type that, like, leans into the move. Like, you know, people that play racing games and they lean into the turns and stuff. I don't do that. Thankfully. I just wasn't being super cautious. I didn't really know I was gonna do that. Damn it. Meh. Oh, frick. Ha! You have this like deceleration. Nice. And also the hurt box for your weapon and your kicks is harder to detect or to predict and stuff than you might realize. It's really hard to do those jugglings. No! Interesting that there's no such thing as AoE in this game. Either you hit one target or another, and the game just kind of chooses which one it's gonna be. So if like you... What? No! Frick! If you choose a certain kind of if you attack it with two enemies on top of one another, it'll just pick one for you. Nice. Ah, see, like right there. It just decided to hit the other one instead. Damn flies. Actually, no. That's a perfect opportunity to get a free man, and I screw it up every single time. Because the screen stops scrolling while you're having the chompers on screen, or whatever they're called. Dude, the fly context sensitivity really needs to die in a fire. It is not friendly. Like, how much higher than the fly was I, and I wanted to eat the fly instead of like save my life. Toads be hungry. Toads be hungry. Yeah! Can you punch it? Why is he going up and down so much there? That was weird. He kept like going up and down a whole bunch. Damn. So many good opportunities that I never hit the free opportunities for free men. I always mess those up. Ah, okay, he swung the wrong way. I think I have 6. You can actually get higher than what it shows. It says I have 5 free men, but I actually can get more than that. So, just so you know, we already proved that to be the case. I'm just jostling my controller a little to make sure the slack that I have is good enough. Love the fourth wall break on these guys. Hilarious. Very clever for its time. Let's go. Oh god, that was way too early on the jump. That was way too early on the jump. Yeah, Mexican Runner has done this blindfolded in a number of events, actually. Man, you say that like all I do is rage quit. I've never rage quit a single thing in my life. Well, not on stream anyway. Oh god, I jumped normally and I still made it. Holy shit. Oh my god. My nerves. Please. I missed the jump and I jumped normally. Ah, the jump! No! Yeah, if I didn't rage quit Revenant Wings, I'll never rage quit anything. My actual rage for that game was uncomparable, though. Oh! I want to try hit the sparkly. It's right there. Nope, that's not where it is. I want to hit the sparkly. I want to see what that is. That was it. Oh, shit. Died that time. I'm going for the sparkly, damn it. Right here. Oh! Wake up, watch out for the breakers. Battle bars are gonna break you into little green pieces. Hanging Toad. Surf City? Yo, I just get to skip ice caverns? I just get to skip the ice level? Oh, hell yeah. I'm about that. I'm about that. I'm about that. I'm about that skip the ice level life. Although, to be honest, ice level isn't all that difficult. It's just long and can be very mean. But it's got some really, really mean jumps in it. Plus, the Surf City has like a lot of one-ups in it, so... Icy only has one level, one-up on it. Well, I saw the sparkly the first time I played that level, but I didn't know what it was or how to hit it. I mean, I knew how to hit it, but I was too afraid to. Boss time. Easy every time, baby. Oh, what the? I didn't feel like that one hit me, but hey, whatever. It is what it is. Woo! Nah, Mog, this is not a game I would speedrun, but it is really fun to play. It's especially fun to play when you win, when you do the thing, you know? It's very rewarding in that regard. Yeah, I was talking about that earlier, Psycho Sheep, how there's a lot of really unique ideas that I feel like were developed in Battletoads, you know? First off, this whole snake level is completely original. But more than that, like the whole Space Invaders coming in to take your life, like that's such a fourth wall break. I can't think of a single NES game that does a fourth wall break at all, let alone one that's like an enemy that like, straight up takes life from your interface, you know? That's so cool. Also, the OST is pretty slamming for an NES game. Not quite as good as FF3, but it definitely utilizes the NES sound chip very effectively. Oh god, oh dear. We're fine. I've never played Bucky O'Hare. No, I didn't even hear about it until we had it on one of the Rip Runner events. And I was not selected to play that game. I played some other random game. I got my butt kicked by Magus. Oh no. snag the corner of it. Yeah. It's a really good game. That's what I hear. Isn't it just like a platformer, though? Also, someone mentioned Jak and Daxter for PlayStation. I played Jak and Daxter for PlayStation. I didn't care. Or not Jak and Daxter, but Crash Bandicoot. I didn't care for Crash. I thought it sucked. I couldn't understand why people would want to play that game. It's so awkward, and the perspective is just garbage. But, you know, to each their own, of course. Oh, God! This is the blind jump, by the way, right here, and I fell off. Damn it. I just straight up fell off. I was right at the end there. I almost beat the level. There's two really hard jumps in this room. I forgot how short that snake was. Yep. These are the snakes from Snake Rattle and Roll. Cause it's canon now. They didn't really find employment after that game, and they were just looking for anything, even as villains. Even as villains. Damn, that jump is really mean. Crash isn't like Sonic where you can just die randomly. Still sucks. The perspective is like butthole, and it's just really hard to like do anything. I don't know. I didn't like it. It just didn't feel like a fun platformer. It wasn't fluid. It just felt stiff and awkward. Fuckers! That's the second hard jump. That's really, really a mean jump to make the player do. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah! Yes! Ah, progress! Come on, Toadie's lighting my fire. This is as far as we got. We got to those guys and they just murdered us. So this is progress right here. This jump, boom, progress. Farthest we've ever made it. Let's go. Ah! Yeah. Ow. What? Seriously? Blind jumps? Are you joking me? Oh my god. Maybe I just gotta wait for the log. Okay, don't blind jump me, bro. Oh, that's cool. Ah! Oh, these things move. That's fine, I'm gonna lose one. Oh, now you don't want to eat the fly, huh? Oh, these guys are on speed or something. Holy crap. Oh god, boss time. No, another. Oh god, here we go. Holy shit. Ah, those are bad fireballs, not flies. They're the same color, so it's like, oh, dinner. Ah, hey, ah, whoa, hey, yeah, whoa, wait, yeah, whoa! Ah. Hey, thanks. Oh, okay. I needed it then, I suppose. Staying in the middle of the screen for that one up. Yoink. Okay. Intuitive. I like that. They're like, hey, this is what these things do. I like that. They give you a test, you know, they give you a taste of, or taste rather. They're like, hey, this is what the missiles do, you know, instead of it just like throwing them at you. It's hard to see those ones on the top though with the parallax there. The bottom doesn't have a parallax, and the top is a very colorful parallax, so it's very hard to see those missiles there. Oh, another one up, man. Okay, that's a little fast. Dude, there's no you have to memorize that. Holy crap, dude. You have to memorize that. It's middle, 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 and then middle, up, down, down, and then middle, up. Wow, you have to memorize that. There is no other way. Yep. Holy smokes, dude. Well, I feel cheated now. I officially feel cheated on deaths, because that is 100% you have to memorize it, which is not cool. But everything else so far has been awesome. Yeah, I missed Turbo Tunnel, right? But what made Turbo Tunnel cool was that it like warned you. It's like, hey, this is coming, right? And oh wow, okay. That doesn't warn you. It just happens, and you have to memorize it straight up. What I don't like about the logs is there's nothing to let you know this is where the log is going to bounce from. It just kind of bounces randomly from an arbitrary point, which makes it a little harder to jump. See, that one, it kissed the edge, but